Hey everybody, my name is Jamie Phillips. I'm a retired professional goalie, current Division I NCAA goalie coach, and the owner of Victorium Nutrition, a nutrition coaching company for athletes. And I'm here answering some questions for Lotte Goaltending. First one, who is your favorite goalie partner? And this was asked from a former goalie partner. I'm not going to say who, but he is British. I don't know if I can name just one. I enjoyed playing with all my partners. They all push me to try to be my best every day, and hopefully I was able to push them to be their best. And it's such a unique goalie relationship that I'm very fortunate to have played with some awesome guys. Question number 2. Did I like playing in Reading? Yeah, I loved it. I was only there for a short period of time, but we were very successful. The organization was good. Everyone was good. Great coaches. I have no complaints. I really enjoyed my time there. Was there ever a time that you realized that you were going places? That's a good question. I think I always knew that I was going to play professional hockey at some level. It was one of those ones where I just knew it was going to happen. I never really thought I was that good. To be honest with that, I didn't think I was very good, but I just had this feeling that if I just kept working and I kept working, and I was going to get there, and I was fortunate enough to reach a pretty high level. How did you find the rugby gear for you? I have never played rugby in my life. I am probably the softest person you'll ever meet, so the thought of me getting absolutely run over at a rugby scrum is a nightmare. So I don't own any rugby gear. Number 5, favorite memory as a player. Another good question and a tough one. One of my favorite memories was in college hockey. We won something called the Mignon Cup, so that was the league championship, and it was the first time in 40 years our school had won it, and all the fans rushed the ice. It's kind of something you see that happens in football or basketball, but I'd never seen it in hockey, and I'd never been a part of it, and that was probably one of the ones that's etched into my mind the strongest. Number 6, what's your off-ice training plan? Well, when I played, I followed a lot of strength coaches' advice, but I followed my strength coach from college, Tyler Shalast, as well as Dave DiDonato, who's one of the owners of Hammer Strength and Performance. It's where I worked out in Hamilton. And I was really big into Olympic lifting. I was not really big into the goalie specific. I was really just trying to be the best athlete I could be, and that would translate well into the ice. So I did a lot of Olympic lifting and a lot of just general strength training. 7th, biggest pregame superstition. Ooh, the biggest pregame superstition. I used to have to make sure I go through my normal warm-up routine, and it was the same every single game since the time I was 16 to the time I retired at 27, so 11 years of the same routine. It's a lot. Question number 8, story behind your AHL fight. That was, well, I lost that fight, but it's a good question. So there was kind of like a 5-on-5 brawl going on. Their goalie, Anders Lindback, who's much taller and much bigger than me, was kind of getting after it. I didn't really want to fight, but I kind of was just itching my way to see what was going to happen. And then I realized that was probably going to happen, and I wanted to square up. But he did the right thing for him, and he rushed right at me. And I do my glove really tight, so unfortunately I didn't get my glove off, so I was fighting with one hand. It wasn't the worst fight, but it definitely wasn't a good fight on my side. But lesson learned that if you ever get into a hockey fight, just rush the guy because he's probably not going to be ready for you. Number 9, how was playing in the UK? I loved it. I love the culture. I love the people. I love the fans. We had great teammates. I wish my time there would have been longer because I was really having fun. And it's definitely a country or a collection of countries that I return back to and on holidays. Oh, and that leads right into question number 10. Would you ever go back to the UK? 100%. Wouldn't even hesitate. I would go back tomorrow if I could. It's awesome. I mean, there's In the list of countries and places I'd love to live, the United Kingdom is in there. Question number 11, the best way to reset after a goal. That is a really, really good question. For me, I can only speak for myself because I don't really know what the best way is. But for me, whenever I got scored on, I would immediately go analyze and figure out, what did I do wrong? What could I have done wrong? And sometimes I should have did this, should have that, and sometimes there was nothing I could have done. And after that, just realize that it's over. Take a deep breath. For me, it was take a sip of water, swish it around in my mouth, spit it out, and then just focus on stopping the next puck. That's the only thing you can do. So thanks a lot for having me on to answer these questions. I really appreciate it. And if you have any questions, like goalie related or otherwise, you can reach out to me on Instagram at Victorium Nutrition, all one word.